this is gonna be a different style video for me. I've never done one like this. I messed up, mistakes were made. We're gonna talk about it, we're gonna analyze it. This is a bit of a different video. I had my co-worker Harrison come down from Georgia. He's came out to film this event with us, you know, the Redneck Yacht Club or Redneck Mud Park. The problem is it rained for all day Friday, I believe. And so we got out there Saturday, Sunday, and it was just a hot mess. The roads in and out. Basically what you're gonna see in this video is not even the actual like mud park itself, not the obstacles, but more just the parking lot basically, you know, the drive in and out, the camping areas, roads that shouldn't be any obstacle at all, just like a normal dirt road just turned into giant mud pits and everybody's stuck. We pulled out a ton of vehicles. We didn't get it all on film. We had some camera issues. I couldn't put the drone up because it was raining and there was legitimately nowhere to land the drone out there that it wouldn't have been muddy. So it was a hassle filming, but we managed to do it. Everything was kind of rushed, and that ended up coming back and biting us in the ass, and you're gonna see it. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoy the video. We're gonna talk about it in a little bit.
What do you think about that recovery, man?
Hey, worked beautifully.
Yes,
I appreciate
sir.
you, man.
Yes, sir.
Today we are at the Redneck Mud Park, formerly known as the Redneck Yacht Club. First time here. Last week was Plant Bamboo. This time it's the Mud Park. This place is pretty crazy. The size of that thing, 6-door, massive. That's the biggest truck here so far.
Alright, so we got the Rhino 7/8 kinetic rope hooked up to a 1/2-inch soft shackle there, and then the shackle hitch receiver on Wes's Jeep. So we're gonna give him a yank with the Rhino kinetic rope. Alright, hit it, Wes. Yeah, that's that kinetic rope at work right there. 89 bucks.
We got the window up just in time. Well, Harrison jumped in this buggy right here, and he's going for a ride. And we're getting stuck, but we're slowly crawling.
looks like he got it in neutral. He didn't get a gear. Come on, Jeff. Come on.
Hey, tell him to turn his wheels straight.
Turn the wheels straight.
This guy came ripping around the corner over here and then slid all the way down. If he wants me to pull it, see what he says. I could have had that thing out of there by now. Let's check it out.
I don't know shit about
Oh my god.
I guess it's as good as mine if it's on fire, right?
Nah, it's stopping. Alright, let's get that strap hooked up.
Alright.
Pretty bad. I was gunning it for a while.
Yeah, I almost buried mine over there.
I know.
It's getting real bad out here.
And I was like getting slick.
I should be able to back up a little more. That's not something you see every day. Now we gotta get this guy.
This is a bull bar.
This is what you do when you don't have tow points. We got an axle strap set up to the D-ring, to the D-shackle, back to a tree saver. Then we're gonna do soft shackle to the kinetic rope. And this is our medium-sized kinetic rope, 7/8, good for 30,000 pounds. We'll pull on it, make sure it's tight. When I start moving, you do the gas.
Got her done. All right, buddy. Yep.
All right, here we go. Another recovery. Damn, he's burning his clutch out right there. All right, we got him hooked up. Let's snatch him. What do you think about that recovery, man?
Hey, worked beautifully.
Yes,
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
You guys
Thank
have a good time.
You too. Yeah, all right. He got stuck over there too. Old service bed, buddy, got real stuck over there. Got the Rhino rescue vehicle. Yeah, I gotcha.
Whoa, Chris! Broken axle! Broken axle! No, I didn't. Good. Go, going. You ready? Let's go! Good. This one's not spinning. This one's not. Yes, man. Let's turn it off, man.
Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 stuck vehicles, all within 100 feet of each other.
You gonna pull them? You gonna try to pull them? Yeah.
So this is a perfect situation for the 1" by 30-foot Rhino USA kinetic rope and the 4" Ultimate Recovery tow strap. This one's got a 41,000 pound max brake strength. The 1" has a 38,000 pound max brake strength. So for a big job like this with a 3500, you get stuck in the mud, that's exactly what you need. Look at that, pulled it right out. With a 4,000 pound Jeep, we pulled an 8,000 pound truck out because of the Rhino kinetic rope. Alright, looks like he's stuck her again. You can see all the mud up under the frame there. Yeah, she's buried pretty good. You might have to, yeah. She hasn't been using them. Yeah, something like that. Here. Yeah, yeah, you can kind of. Oh, there you go. Yeah. All right, that makes sense. All right, y'all are hooked up. No, go that way. Dude, that way. Yeah, we're hooked up. Wait, you guys want to get out? I know, but I know, as soon as I go, Day 2, we got another recovery going on. We actually recovered this guy yesterday, but he's stuck over here near the truck pole. He's got a broken axle, so gonna rip him out with this kinetic rope. This guy tried to winch him, but the issue is it's too slick. You know, there's nothing to keep.
Man, mistakes were made. I messed up, and let's go over it. I want to give you guys my train of thought. I don't want to hit you with a bunch of excuses. I just want to, show you what I was thinking, how it happened, and maybe you can avoid the same mistake. First and foremost is it was a rush job. If you ever been to one of these off-road parks, it's nuts. It's hectic. There's people everywhere. Somebody gets stuck. It's a bad obstacle. Everybody else is flying past you, dozens of vehicles at a time, ATVs, big monster trucks. Everybody's trying not to get stuck there too. So a lot of times you don't want to take any more time than what you have to. You want to get in and out of there and be as quick as possible. The number one thing that we see is that everybody's like, well, why don't you winch? Why don't you winch? And you're right. You definitely should winch. If you have the time and you have the setup, then winch. I mean, that's slow, steady is always going to be the safest option. The problem with that at events like this, and then a lot of other places too, same situation on when you're at the beach. Pismo Beach is a perfect example, same situation. When you start running cable, you have to have another anchor, so you're gonna have another truck, and sometimes 2 to 3 trucks, and then you start blocking access to that area. Everybody tries to go around you, and then they get stuck, and then somebody else tries to go around them, and then they get stuck, and then within 10 minutes, now instead of 1 vehicle stuck, you have 5 vehicles stuck. So, and I've seen this happen first time. I've been in that situation many times. So that's why we go directly for the kinetic rope or strap. Try and yank them out. It's the quickest, easiest way to do it. Problem is you're rushing, and then being rushing, that led to not having the kinetic rope hooked up into the right location. I take fault for that. When I looked at the bumper, 4 large bolts in it, frame mounted bumper, I felt it should have held, a decent pull. The problem is, who knows how many times that bumper has been pulled on. I don't know the grade hardware that was in it. It obviously failed. So the only reason I didn't run to a frame mount is because when you look at the front end of that Can-Am bumper, that I don't know if they're all like that. I don't have a lot of experience with them, but that one specifically, there's a lot of plastic, there's wiring. I did not want to run a strap through all of that and then risk damaging the plastics. Normally I would go to control arms, but I definitely trusted that bumper more than I would have those control arms. So the best situation is I should have just drove around to the backside of it and then plugged in a receiver hitch to the tow package on it, yanked it out from there or winched it out from there. The reason I did not do that is because I didn't think I was gonna make it through that obstacle either. And I was watching other bigger trucks than the Jeep struggling in that, and I'm pretty sure there was already one stuck in there when we pulled up. So that's the only reason I didn't drive around to the backside of that puddle, or that little pit right there. But otherwise, you know, this is a perfect example of why you don't stand around doing recoveries, or when people are doing recoveries, you got to keep your distance. You know, the video angle, that girl is up in a huge side-by-side. If you notice, it's kind of looking down on the Jeep. So she was inside of that, behind a cage and everything. If there was somebody standing there, I wouldn't have made that pull. And then that kid that came walking by, he popped up from the other side of the side-by-side as I was going. I didn't see him either. I also did not notice that the side-by-side was not giving it gas. I feel like that would have made a little bit of a difference. Hard to say. The reason he wasn't giving it gas is because he said he had a broken front drive shaft or axle. You know, I still told him, I was like, hey, you still got 3-wheel drive, or at least 2-wheel drive. I thought he was giving it gas, but apparently not after replaying the video. But, you know, things go south. So looking back, the best option if you find yourself in this situation is just slow down, you know, take your time. If other people end up getting stuck, it is what it is. You know, as long as you're not causing damage or, you know, potentially hurting somebody. If that thing would have hit somebody, it could kill you. You know, you guys saw the velocity of that. It was violent. I mean, you wouldn't have enough time to even think about anything. Just always, you know, be safe out there. Make sure you're making the right connections. I definitely learned my lesson. You know, as soon as it happened, I was like, oh crap. Yeah, that bumper came back. It clipped the back end of my Jeep, wrapped around, took out my back window. My rear passenger window just exploded, peppered me with glass on the inside. So I mean, it got pretty wild pretty quick. So and that's how it happens. You know, it's not a slow thing. It's all good until it isn't. And that's what happens. You know, you get complacent when everything goes your way for so long. You know, how many recoveries have I done? Hundreds. You know, I've never ripped a bumper off of a vehicle before. You just kind of get used to everything going the way you want it to, the way you expect it to. And then something like this happens. So it definitely knocks you down a notch. It's a humbling experience, I will say that, you know. It's not the end of the world though. When you do this for a living, something's bound to happen sooner or later. If you find yourself in that position though, like I said, just slow down, take your time, and inspect your connection points, make sure they're good, make sure the hardware is correct, if the frame is, you know, solid. I have heard other stories. You know, this video went viral all over TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I've had people tagging me in it, sharing it. You know, I've had other people say the same thing happened to them. And then all other side-by-sides too, you know, quite a few comments saying, you know, my buddy's side-by-side got totally trashed during recovery. And I had another guy that's pretty well experienced. So he ripped the entire front end. Like, I guess he was hooked to the control arms or the frame. And it ripped like the entire 1/3 of the whole frame and suspension out of it because, you know, welds failed or whatever happened. But side-by-sides specifically definitely aren't built as strong as, you know, the Jeeps and the Toyotas and the trucks and all that. So if you find yourself recovering one of these things, be slow, be cautious, make sure everything is right before you go pulling on it. But I do want to go over some of these TikTok comments I've got. Man, I thought it was pretty funny, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. But here we go. Let's check some of these out. Like some of these, I mean, you can really tell who's experienced with recoveries and who's not, who just likes to talk crap. But one of them was, lesson learned: don't do something you don't know how to do. Jeep ain't got no power to pull that out. Like, the power wasn't the issue there, you know, like. Should we have hooked a bigger truck to it and done the same thing? Like, spent more time installing flashing lights than learning how to do recoveries. That one hurts, bro. That hurt me. Should have used a kinetic rope. Maybe if you had boggers, you could have got that thing out. Like, yeah, bro, if I'd had boggers, I'd have sent that bumper to the damn moon. Should have used the yankum rope.